So there's headlines, there's court cases, there's leaks, there's rumors, there's releases, there's all sorts of things happening right now in the camera industry as we march towards the end of the year with our Techtober expectations, all with the looming potential pressure of tariffs and trade and all of that. But there are these nuanced stories about lenses and adapters that honestly, I don't think anybody's really talking about on YouTube. So I wanted to make a dedicated video about it this week. So let's just jump in. This is more than headline hype. This is actual stuff that I want to talk about. The first thing I want to mention is the Sigma Art 35mm f1.2 GGDN2, which has leaked online. I'm currently shooting on a Sigma Art 35mm f1.4 DG lens that is quite possibly one of my favorite lenses. And fans of fast glass, this is one that you're gonna wanna watch closely. It is a new Sigma Art 35, and if these specs hold up, it's gonna be a monster for hybrid shooters. Now, Sigma has quietly owned the kind of value full frame fast prime market for quite some time. And this lens is super bright with an f1.2 aperture and could be the most advanced 35mm in their lineup yet. The original 35-1.2 was a go-to for a lot of working photographers, but the new version appears to be slimmer, lighter, and it has revamped autofocus. So think about serious bokeh, low light performance, and finely tuned autofocus for modern mirrorless systems, except for Canon. Sigma's Art line has reshaped what people expect from third-party prime lenses. And the question is, would you switch from your native 35 for something with a little bit more speed and modern AF? Now we'll know more when it ships, so stay tuned for details, but here's what I can tell you. This is the type of lens that I would want on my Canon camera. Next in market news, if you've been watching the camera market, and you know that I love talking about numbers, but there's been a shift that is worth talking about, which is that APS-C mirrorless models are currently outperforming full frame options. So if you look at BCN+R sales ranking in June, especially across the likes of Canon and Sony, this isn't a blip. This is highlighting a major strategic advantage for these companies. APS-C systems pack more reach with smaller, lighter setups, plus lower entry prices. And for genres like travel, wildlife, and sports, that crop factor translates to telephoto power without breaking the bank or, quite frankly, straining your shoulders. And thanks to modern sensor improvements, they're delivering noise performance and image quality that's nearer to full frame sensors. The result is that APS-C is no longer just a runner-up. It can often be a smarter and more practical choice for creators who value portability, flexibility, and affordability. Basically, the narrative for the market is shifting and smaller sensors are playing a larger role in big brand success. The one caveat that I would throw to that is that for folks who are doing weddings, certain cinematic hybrid work, and portraits where out of focus elements, bokeh blur, thin fields of focus are very important. Math just doesn't math with APS-C sensors in some cases, and you just can't get the same type of out of focus look as you can get on full frame cameras. Speaking of purchasing, this video has a sponsor, and it's me. And unless I say otherwise, every video on this channel is backed by my photography business. Now, YouTube ad revenue is nice, but it doesn't keep the lights on, and I have a lot of lights. I am a working professional photographer and videographer, and this is how I make a living. I specialize in portraits, families, and video work for small businesses. So if you're in Las Vegas, LA, Riverside, Orange County, or San Diego, and you need a professional to make you content that actually makes you look good, I am available. You'll find booking info and links down in the description. Next, the AstrHori AF 27mm f2.8 lens is now available for both the Sony E-mount and the Fuji X mounts. So if you're after a lightweight street style lens, or you just need sharp everyday coverage, this lens is worth a look. The price and approachable size has made this brand sort of a low-cost secret for lots of shooters, both students, hobbyists, and really anyone tired of dropping $500+ for a prime lens. The autofocus performance on earlier mounts was decent, so seeing native support for Sony and Fuji could make it a top choice for second cameras or for travel shooting. So let me know down in the comments, have you tried AstrHori yet? I'm still trying to figure out how to say their name. What has your experience been? And has the low price matched up to your real world expectations? Next, if you're into wildlife photography, you're gonna wanna keep an eye on Sigma. Rumors are suggesting that they are actually developing a seriously ambitious telephoto lens that's aimed squarely at bird shooters. Details right now are sparse, but a new patent outlines a lens design that has never existed before, and insiders are implying that it could redefine what is potentially possible in long-reach wildlife glass. Sigma has been super busy launching its minimalist BF camera earlier this year, and upcoming lens releases seem to be a bold pivot, one that could potentially fill the gap between existing 600mm f4 primes and big, bulky super telephoto zoom options, especially considering the price hikes that I mentioned in another video. If Sigma can deliver high image quality in a lighter, more affordable package, it could potentially shake up the market for sports and bird photography. Now, I'm expecting a launch announcement before the end of 2025, so I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'll watch for more leaks, as well as specs and details, and as soon as I get them, I'll let you know. Next, if you're shooting Nikon Z and you have a stash of Sony E-mount glass, Photodiox has their new Pro Fusion Sony E to Nikon Z AF adapter that could potentially change your situation. It is a slim all-metal mount that passes the electronic data, EXIF, aperture, stabilization, even supports continuous autofocus, as well as video autofocus, depending on the lens that you're using. And real-world users are saying that the AF performance can vary. Some lenses hunt or lag, but overall, it holds up better than rivals like Megadap. The Photodiox adapter even has a micro USB port so you can update firmware. Micro USB? Really? In 2025? Now, it promises full functionality with full-frame Z bodies, like the Z6-7, the 5, the 50, the ZFC, though compatibility with newer Z8 and Z9s hasn't been confirmed. Bottom line, if you're a hybrid shooter with Sony glass and Nikon ambitions, this adapter is a smart, cost-effective bridge, letting you tap a wider lens cupboard without having to jump ship. Real quick, if you're enjoying the content here, I'd really appreciate it if you become a channel member. You'll get access to my Lightroom preset packs, my LUTs, as well as custom motion graphics that I've created for myself as a photographer here on YouTube. You'll also get priority comments, early release videos, live VIP videos, and chat. But first, I want to take you through just a few of the Lightroom presets that we have in the Spring Tone kit. This has been the pack that I've been using all spring when shooting my clients, starting with Daybreak, which brings just kind of a warmth to the image, as well as Glow Line, which is just a little bit cooler. I also love Tidefall, which kind of deepens things, really separates out the background, and Sunset Veil, which is again a little bit more on the cool side, but I really, really like this preset. So again, if you want to support the channel and what I'm doing here, go ahead and become a member. You'll get that LUT pack for free. I'm not selling that anywhere. And again, it is $1 to become a member. Thanks so much. And back to the video. Next, I want to talk about the Fuji X-Half. So critics have been skeptical about the new Fuji camera with its kind of innovative / interesting sensor design, but customers of Japan have spoken, and since the June 26 launch, it has shot to the top of a number of camera sales charts as a best-selling new camera, despite its 1-inch sensor, its 18 megapixels, and the built-in 32mm f2.8 lens. A lot of hardcore folks have mocked its image quality and the lack of RAW support, but what the X-Half lacks in specs, it makes up for in charm and nostalgia, which seems to be what people are spending money on right now. They just want to go back to a simpler time. It's pocketable, it's analog inspired, right? The experience is retro. It's got dual screens, it's got that digital film advance lever, if you just need something for your thumb to do, and it's got whimsical filters like halation and light leaks, which kind of turns photos into a more intentional and playful action. Reviewers at The Verge and TechRadar praised it for its simplicity and fun factor, while noting its slow performance and quirky touchscreen behavior, which are, I think, features that feel intentional and not are flaws. It's a feature, not a bug. Bottom line, the X-Half isn't for pixel peepers. It's for people who just want something fun that they can put in their pocket. And lastly, if you want to support what I'm doing here, consider becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive resources like we discussed. And if you're looking to book a photo or video session, all the details are down below. And down there as well are all of the links to the gear that I've been looking at that have some of the best deals possible, as well as my 2025 Essentials Kit for folks getting into content creation. Now, those are of course affiliate links, so picking something up does help benefit the channel. But as always, the easiest way to support me here is to just hit that like and subscribe button. That's free and easy, and it goes a long way. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.